Please bring it up, give it up for Danny Solomon.
Yeah!
It's playing one of those fun would you rather games with a friend that everybody plays, and he asked me this question. He was like, alright, guy's got a gun to your head. He's got a gun to your head, and he's saying you have to have sex with a man. Could be any man in the world. Who would it be? So I said James Bond. Not because James Bond is an attractive man, but because I feel like he could figure out a way to get us out of that situation. Just gotta take out one guy. I also like the idea that that's like the new James Bond villain in all the movies, just some dude with a gun walking around finding people being like, "You two fuck!" In all the movies. Every movie, this guy is so good, he's like the new Blofeld. He's like, Blofeld, come on! I'm retiring. I was having sex with a girl. That's fine, don't do anything. It was going surprisingly well, and in the middle of it, the girl screamed out, "You're the boss." Which is nice. It's nice to hear a girl say that, but I'm going to be honest with you folks and you folks alone. I don't think that I have the qualifications to run an entire pussy. You're like night manager in a butthole. As far as stupid jokes. Stuff's not going awesome with women though. Sometimes I hit some deep lows. Last week, it's been a long time. I actually had to get dating advice from my mom. Which, I don't know if you guys have like a cool mom or anything like that, but my mom has no idea how to date in the modern world. Like, this is a good example. The last time I visited her was early last year, and I walked in on her and she was watching TV and kind of like fanning herself like this. And I was like, "Mom, what are you doing? What's going on?" She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Is it hot in here, or is it just John Larroquette?" Night court. Getting off. Gross. But he was the coolest on that court. She's also into Tim Allen and Antonio Sabato Jr. No, there can't be people that like...
I will not deny it.
There were people literally wooing for Antonio Sabato Jr. And there were one woman in this audience who is sexually attracted to Billy Blanks. Just like Billy Blanks' son. Danny Blanks. Nobody believes that. It looks like Sia. I don't think this was going to go to these places. I joined OkCupid though, which is pretty good. I'm rooting for me too. I don't know if you guys have done it, but the first thing you have to do when you join OkCupid is you have to fill out this really long and detailed survey that's basically like helps you match up with people better. And one of the things that it does is when you're looking at someone, it shows you a percentage of how compatible you are with that person as a boyfriend, as a friend, and then some of you guys may know this, it says as an enemy. Which is weird. It seems like that doesn't make sense unless maybe like one of the secret purposes of OkCupid is just to encourage people to hate fuck. Maybe that's on your way to finding someone you love, just have a little angry sex. So I did that. I messaged a girl the other day asking her out on a date simply because I noticed that she was 94% my enemy. And everything checked out. I saw her profile. She voted for John McCain. She doesn't like people who drink or people who smoke. And her favorite actor is Nicolas Cage. So my fantasy is that I take this girl out on a date and it goes like really well, and then I take her back to my place and I make love to her so good and so hard that she realizes that everything she believes in is wrong. It's like, Danny, that orgasm was amazing. And now I hate Aerosmith, which is the thing that she put on there. Sean, this is a quick, I'm from Kansas City, which is a place in the United States. Sean was talking about juggalos. One of the unknown things about Kansas is they have tons of juggalos there. That's like their big, I guess, export. Tons of those guys everywhere. I remember this one time I was visiting home and I walked into a convenience store and I saw 3 juggalos hanging out in there, and they didn't know each other. They all had their own sets of friends that probably were also juggalos. But Kansas is the world's shittiest place. And I'm glad I moved to New York. I'm obviously trying to be like a showbiz type. And I have a day job, which sucks, but it's something we all have to do. But every day I let my bosses know that, like, if I make it big, fuck you, I'm out of here. And all of the showbiz people do that. That's like, I wonder why it is that jobs are constantly hiring people who want to act or do music or whatever. And I think I realized it's because we are too stupid to ever steal from them. Like, think about this. This is something that happened a couple weeks ago. My boss took me and she sent me on an errand to go to the bank with an envelope that was filled with $50,000 in cash. And the bank was like 20 minutes away walking. So I was walking there and I started to get ideas on the way. I started to be like, you know, I could just take this envelope and go home and grab a bag and get on a plane and just fucking leave and never look back. And I would be so fucking rich. And then, honest to God, the next thought in my head was, oh no, wait a minute, I can't do that. I have an audition for a Kit Kat commercial tomorrow. I didn't come to New York to make $50,000 in one day. I came here to be a professional stand-up comedian and possibly make $50,000 over the course of 10 years. If I'm one of the good ones, of course. I'll finish with this story. I get pretty mean on stage sometimes. I did today. I feel like I'm held back. But there was this one time where I was just had like just a crazy set, and this woman, right about where you're sitting, miss, just fucking hated me. Hated everything I was doing and saying, give me the crab eye the entire show. So I'm thinking, alright, screw it, I'm just gonna walk off stage and I'm gonna ignore this person. But she cornered me. And she said, look, I saw your set. And I just wanted to tell you that I think all of your jokes are you just taking some small thing that someone says or does and making a mean generalization about it. And I think the reason you do that is to make yourself feel a little less hollow. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, it kind of got to me. It started to make me think, like, maybe that's who I am. Maybe that's what I do. But then I noticed that that lady had a cat on her shirt. So she's clearly a dyke. The point is, I'm the best. I'm the best coolest person in the universe. Guys, this is amazing. Thank you so much.